Maybe. All right, so I'm starting over here. So we're starting just by signing in. Everyone should have their username and password.
Got assignment data fixed.
Okay, once we're in our login page, we'll click on Project, and everyone should be able to click on New Project. So we should all be at this screen. Okay, so here's my project. I'm going to design a human-powered helicopter.
Whoa.
And for description, we can kind of leave that blank for now. We'll fill that in a bit later. And down here, these things you'll have the option of changing later, but I just have sort of pre-canned items that I think we will use. The only exception here, under custom field, you're going to want to check estimated time calculation. We will be using that. So then you'll save. And it should just say successful creation. So now when you log into Redmine and you go to projects, you should now, under the CAD final projects, you'll see your project as a sub-project. So our projects are basically, everything in our project is going to be broken up into two different categories. One is called deliverables, and the other is called tasks. So the difference is a deliverable is a typically physical object or item, what you'll be producing. The tasks are the actual things you're going to be doing to produce that deliverable. So we are going to start by creating our project proposal. So the proposal itself is going to be our deliverable. So to create our deliverable, we actually start by clicking the New Task button, which I know is confusing because a deliverable is not a task, but you'll notice here under Tracker, we have deliverable as an option. So we have deliverable and task as an option. So we're creating our deliverable. Our deliverable is create and submit project proposal. Spell that correctly. And under notes here, I usually like to just put a little bit more information about what it is that we're going to be doing. So our project proposal should say what it is that you're doing, when you'll be doing it. We'll even do our who here. In case I do allow you to work in partners, if there's two people who I feel would work productively together and are passionate about the same thing. And why? Why do you want to do this as a project? So my goal is that this is something that is going to be of interest to you and a contribution to a potential career path for you. So if you're passionate about CAD, you can do CAD. If you're passionate about something else, do something else. Nothing's stopping you from submitting a proposal and me considering it. So, so that's basically the few things that I want put in your proposal. And then on Monday, I'll meet with each of you individually. We'll just kind of go over your proposal and start to map out what it's going to take to get that accomplished. Then, so again, the tracker, we'll leave that at deliverable since this is a physical object that you will be submitting. The assignee will pretty much always be, you just click me, which will put you as your user, or you can select your name from the list. If you're working in partners, that's where you kind of divvy up who's going to be doing what for tasks. You can prioritize. Status will always be new. And then for our target milestone for right now, we're just going to put project kickoff, since this is the first thing that we'll be doing to beginning our project here. So we're going to hit Save Task, which will save our deliverable. And then now we actually want to create the task, which will be the action that we're going to be doing. So we're going to click New Task again. And this time, instead of the deliverable as our tracker, we're going to click on task. And we do that, you'll notice a bunch of new fields pop up. So a action item is going to give us a little bit more information. And our action item here is going to be write proposal. And you can say, put your name there since you'll be doing it. This is also part of our project kickoff. And then what we're going to do is we need to relate this task to our deliverable. And the way we do that is by clicking on parent task. And then right now we only have one thing entered, so only one thing is going to show up here. So we'll click our create and submit project proposal as our deliverable. And assign selected. So now we have in our parent task is to create our project proposal. Our start date is going to be today. Our completion date, we're going to have this done by Monday. So I'll select Monday there. And since we have exactly 1 hour left of class, I'm going to estimate this is going to take me 1 hour. Okay, underneath here is our estimated time calculation. We're going to mess with that next week, so you can ignore that for now. And you will now hit Save Task. Due date must be before milestone on 24th. Okay. For our target milestone, we're going to just erase that for now. I messed up on my data entry there. So we have our actual task created. Our task is our action item, how we'll be spending our time. I'm estimating it's going to take me 1 hour to write up my proposal, and this is associated with my deliverable of creating our project proposal. So now it's time to actually begin that task. So every moment of class you're now going to be tracking, and the way you track it is you say, I'm on it. This is the equivalent of like punching in a time clock, and you'll notice this little thing pops up here saying, I am now working on write proposal. And everyone should have this little clock going. So all during class period, you should have this clock going, being productive, actually working on this task. This is how you're going to be graded between now and the time you turn in final. So every day you need to be completing tasks and logging your time. Okay, so let's say I've now written up my proposal, which you can write up in Word, whatever word processor you prefer, Google Docs, Notepad, and then you'll submit that in the school loop under today's assignment. And then when you're done, you say, it's done. So you'll click on that, and a new screen will come up. And the system will have automatically logged my time here. So I've worked for 1/100th of an hour. And I'm now, the task is complete. So I'm going to hit close. I'm 100% done. So if I'm not quite finished, I worked today, but I didn't finish my task. Let's say it's still in progress and I'm only 20% done. I can log it like that and then note my time. So then when I log in the next class period, I'll see that I've only partially completed this task and there's still time to go. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to demonstrate the in progress here. I'll save and update. And we all remember our Gantt chart exercise. So here's kind of a feature of the software here. If I click on Gantt chart, you can see it's already starting to build my Gantt chart for me. Go to my day view here. So I have my project, which is design a human-powered helicopter. My main deliverable, you can see, is scheduled here on the top. And then you can see I'm 20% through already. Thank you very much. Is this immediate, Mr. Wheeler?
No, it's for after first.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, again, let's try to get all of our proposals submitted by Monday so I can work with you each to kind of go over and approve your projects. And we can start filling in the information in Redmine. We will be doing a lot of project management just to make sure your projects run smoothly, remain on time, realistic, and that you use your time efficiently. And then I have a few example projects that I put on School Loop that I thought might be of interest. Last year, if everyone's seen the school map there, student did that as a final project, and it was a big hit here at Aptos. So other schools have asked for it as well. So if you have an interest in mapping out a school, that's always a fun and rewarding project, and something that can be somewhat of a legacy that will live on while you go off to college, and a few other stuff. So if there's anything you see there that's particularly interesting, let me know, and I can assign it to you. Questions, comments, complaints?
When I try to save this task, it is giving me a 404 error.
That's not good.
Add more to the document.
Mr. Wheeler? Question what?
Never mind.
No? Okay.
No.
Anybody else?
Right.
All right.
Oh yeah, I do have one.